Hello everyone, this is Sumita Gupta. Welcome you all for my 24 lecture of electronic devices and circuits, that is high frequency analysis of common emitter amplifier. These are the outlines, these are the steps for analysis. First we will draw the circuit diagram, then DC analysis, then Millerize capacitors, high frequency equivalent circuit, capacitance and frequency. So see, this is the diagram of normal common emitter amplifier. See, this is BJT symbol, collector, base, ammeter. Since ammeter is common between two terminal, or we can say ammeter is grounded, it is called as common ammeter BJT amplifier. Okay. Now, if you remember, this is the circuit of common ammeter BJT amplifier with voltage divider bias. Okay. If you'll see the capacitance here, this is your input coupling capacitance. This is your output coupling capacitance. This is your bypass capacitance. Okay. Coupling capacitance, bypass capacitance. Now blue color capacitance, see WI is input wire capacitance. See W naught is output wire capacitance. And these three capacitance are transistor internal capacitance. That comes in role at high frequency. Capacitance between B and C is CBC, capacitance between B and E, CBE, capacitance between C and E, CCE. Okay, so these are different types of capacitance. We have learned the previous lecture also, effect of coupling and bypass capacitance. Just have an overview. Coupling capacitance or bypass capacitance are short circuit at high frequency. There is no issue. But wire capacitance and transistor capacitance are not short circuited at high frequency, so their role is important. Okay, so step 1 is circuit diagram. Step 2 DC analysis. If you remember, we do DC analysis for finding the Q point, and for DC analysis, what is capacitors are open circuit, and we will do analysis. So I'm skipping this step because I have already explained in multiple of lectures how to do DC analysis. For DC analysis, all these capacitors will be open circuit, this will be open circuit, this will be open circuit. Then you will change the circuit in the voltage divider equivalent circuit, then you will apply some KVL and you will find out the value of IC and VCE. Those wants in details, please refer my previous lecture. So today we will do only AC analysis, not a DC analysis. Okay. So now next is Millerize capacitance. That is also we have covered in the previous lecture, Miller theorem. I'm just giving a brief idea about the Miller theorem. See, this is your collector, and this is your base, and this is your ammeter. And if you remember, these are transistor internal capacitance. Okay. Now this ammeter is grounded, so base is your input terminal and collector is your output terminal. Okay. Now this CB will be considered at the input side because this term is grounded, and this B and C, this is input, this is output. This is will behave like a feedback path from output to input. So as per Miller theorem, we'll cut this capacitance and we will connect one at input and one at output. That is input Miller capacitance CMI and output Miller capacitance CM0. If you want in detail, please follow the previous lecture. There I have done one derivation. So value of CMI, if you remember, it is equals to I C1 minus A. Okay, and CM0 is C1 minus 1 upon A. Okay, so that is your Miller capacitance. So concept is clear about the Miller theorem. As per the Miller theorem, whatever the capacitance connected between input and output, we will split that, one at input, one at output. Okay. Now the main thing is how to draw AC equivalent circuit of high frequency. Okay, so just forget about all the capacitance of blue color. Means these are the capacitance which should be connected at a high frequency. So first of all, we should normally draw the mid frequency equivalent circuit. Means normal small signal model of BJT, which we have learned in previous lecture. Okay, because you know all the coupling and bypass capacitors behave like a short circuit at high frequency. So this capacitance is short circuit, this capacitance is short circuit, and this capacitance is short circuit. Okay, if capacitance is short circuit, then there is no issue of the gain here. Okay, this is short circuit. Up now, you can understand if it is short circuit, the effect of the resistance will not be there. So this is grounded. Okay, now this blue color capacitor forget for a minute. Okay, we will connect afterwards. Okay, first of all, for normally AC analysis, the DC is grounded and the capacitors are short circuit. Okay, these all bypass and coupling capacitors are short circuit at the high frequency, which we have learned. Now at this point base, R1 is connected to ground and R2 is connected to ground. So we can cross this R1 and we can connect here because both are parallel. Same here, this RL is connected to ground because this is a short circuit. This RL is connected to ground, this RC is also connected to ground. So I am crossing this RC from here and I am connecting here. RC. Okay, understood? Again, listen carefully. Since this DC supply is grounded, so this R1 is connected to ground and R2 is also connected to ground. So we can cut this and we can connect in parallel with here R1, R2. So it will be R1 parallel R2. Same here. This is also connected to ground and this is also connected to ground. So we can cut it here and we can put it here for simplicity. So this is our collector. At collector, what is the circuit? RL parallel RC. At base, what is the circuit? This is the circuit. R1 parallel R2, VICS. Now see here. If you remember, normal BJT symbol is, first of all, what you have to do? First, you convert this normal BJT to small signal model. Collector, base, ammeter. So remember, one is input resistance, one is output resistance, and one is current source at the output. This is your fix. Collector, base, and ammeter. This is your fix. Direction of current is downward. GM, VGS. Sorry, GM, B pi, because the BJT, not the FET. So see here, this blue color is here. All these circuits I have taken the standard book, Ballistic. See, this is a small signal model for this one symbol. This is fixed. One input resistance, one output resistance, and one current source. The value of current source is either you can write GM pi or you can write beta IB, because value of IC is either you can write beta IB or you can write GM into B pi. Okay, clear? So always remember, this BJT symbol is converted in this. Either you can learn by this by heart. Don't worry, you can learn also. But this BJT is connected in this symbol. This is fixed. One input resistance, one output resistance, one current. See, this is your collector, this is your base, this is your ammeter. Now you have to connect. This is only for this one symbol only. Now you have to check what is remaining at base, what is remaining at ammeter, what is remaining at collector. So see, there is nothing at ammeter. Ammeter is grounded. So ammeter is grounded. There is no issue at all. Now see what is at base. At base, R1 parallel R2. This capacitance already shorted. This RS, this BS. So see here, BS, RS, and now here they have written correctly R1 parallel R2. I can you can draw two separate parallel paths, or you can write R1 parallel R2. Clear? At base, what is the circuitry? R1 parallel R2, RS and VS. Again listen, R1 parallel R2, RS and VS. R1 parallel R2, RS and VS. This is at BS side. Now what is at collector side? At collector side, RL parallel RC. At collector side, RL parallel RC. Or you can write RC parallel. Okay. This was the condition for the without capacitance. Now it will not connect capacitance CIC now. So it will be normal small signal model of BJT. Or we can say mid-frequency small signal model of BJT. But at a high frequency, we cannot ignore these blue color capacitors. Okay, at high frequency, we cannot ignore these blue color capacitors. So first of all, I guess this circuit is clear. Without capacitance, first convert this blue one, this one BJT at this. Then you have to check what is at base. At base, this is the there. Along with this R1 parallel. At collector, what is this? RL along with parallel with RC. Because due to this DC supply grounded, these two resistance here parallel, these two resistance here parallel. So now this circuit is complete, but that circuit will be called as a small signal model at mid frequency. But at high frequency, you have to connect this capacitor. See, now I have already explained, as per Miller theorems, this capacitor is split in two parts, one at input side and one at output side. Okay, you can write it CMI, or here you can write CM0. Input Miller capacitance, output Miller capacitance, that we have already derived in the previous lecture. We have done whole derivation. CMI equals to A, C1 minus A, CM0 equals to C1 minus 1 upon A. Now see, this is our input terminal base, this is our collector, output terminal, this is your ammeter grounding. So at input, there are three capacitance connected. One capacitance, that is input wire capacitance CWI, is connected to ground. One CB is also connected to ground because this is short circuit. Okay, at high frequency, these capacitance doesn't play any role. These are short circuit. But this resistance also grounded. So now this capacitance is also grounded, CB. And one is due to Miller capacitance, that is CMI. So at this one node, there are three capacitances which are connected in the parallel: CMI, CWI, CBE. So if you remember the rule of capacitance parallel, all the capacitances will be added up. So here we have joined one capacitance only, but the value of this capacitance CWI, CBE plus CMI. Same with the case of output capacitance. Now one capacitance is CW0. Okay, one capacitance is your CCE, because it is also connected between C and E is grounded. This is connected and this E is grounded. So one is CCE, one CW0, and one is Miller capacitance, CM0. So at this particular collector node, one capacitance CCE, one CW0, and one CMI. All three capacitances are at one node, means all will be in parallel. Okay, understood this thing? Again, listen carefully. These two capacitors and one capacitor to Miller, these three capacitors at one node will be added up at input side, and these two already there at output, and one due to this Miller capacitance. So CCE, CW0, and CBC, all three will be added up. So this will be called output capacitance. Okay, so now we have connected one input capacitance, one output capacitance. That's it. Otherwise, everything is related. First, try to solve the circuit at the mid frequency level. Then you should know. Suppose if we'll do the low frequency response analysis, then this capacitance will be short circuit. Then this capacitance you have to add in your circuit. So always remember in mind, at mid frequency analysis, we don't have to connect any capacitance. All capacitance are short circuit. But when we are doing any high frequency analysis, this wire and internal capacitance will be connected in the circuit. And when we are talking the low frequency analysis, then this coupling and bypass capacitance will be connected in the circuit. You can't ignore their effect. So now this circuit is like this. Now we have to calculate the frequency. So there are two frequency, one frequency with respect to input side, one frequency with respect to output side. Now, suppose we are taking frequency at input side. So frequency is 1 upon 2 pi R into C. So you have to check the total R at the input side and total C. So see this circuit, if you remember the Thevenin equivalent circuit. In Thevenin equivalent circuit, this will be shorted. Then RS, R1, R2, Ri all will be in parallel. RS, R1, R2, Ri all will be parallel. Okay, and with Ci. Okay, this is by Thevenin theorem. So what will the F? F equals to 1 upon 2 pi into R equivalent. R equivalent is RS parallel R1 parallel R2 parallel Ri into Ci. Okay. Now R is all the resistance are parallel. What is Ci? Ci is wire capacitance, input capacitance plus input Miller capacitance, and that is the value of Miller capacitance, C into 1 minus A. Now pause the video for a second and tell me, just think what is the output frequency. Output frequency is output means F equals to 1 upon 2 pi R equivalent at output into C naught. C. So at output, all these three resistors are in parallel. R naught parallel RC parallel RL. Okay. So FH naught is 1 upon 2 pi RTH naught C naught. RTH is RC parallel RL parallel R naught, and C naught is output wire capacitance, and output Miller capacitance. And the value of output Miller capacitance is C1 minus 1 upon A. Okay. In this way, we have calculated the frequency of common emitter amplifier. So this is the common emitter amplifier at the high frequency. If you like it, please like and share. Thank you so much. God bless.